Search guest post prices USA and you run into absolute chaos. There is no industry standard rate card and no regulatory body setting the rules. One website will ask for $50. Another will demand $2,000 to provide what looks like the exact same service, a single article with a link pointing back to your site. Google's technical guidelines prohibit purchasing links to manipulate search rankings. Placing a link on a low-quality or irrelevant site can result in a manual penalty that reduces your domain's visibility. Despite these risks, U.S. businesses continue to invest in paid placements. A link on a respected domain drives organic search growth, pulls in referral traffic, and builds brand equity within a specific niche. Determining a fair price requires weighing the asking fee against the specific SEO and traffic outcomes you expect to receive. This chart plots the open market dilemma. The horizontal axis is financial cost, the vertical is SEO value. Many sit in this bottom right corner, high-fee placements with no active readership. Conversely, top left placements combine a lower price with an established, relevant audience. Finding these high-value opportunities requires calculating your total cost. That includes the cash you spend on the invoice and the internal human effort you spend finding the right targets. To establish a reliable budget baseline, we have to segment the open market into 4 distinct pricing tiers. This matrix breaks down the market by analyzing 3 core metrics across every tier: domain authority, traffic reality, and inherent risks. At the bottom, the budget tier ranges from $50 to $150. The entry barrier is low, but the risk is significant. Operating in this tier requires aggressive manual vetting. Without it, you are likely to purchase a placement on a toxic link farm that search engines have already flagged. The mid-tier, between $150 to $400, is the standard for scaling small businesses and agencies. These sites usually show consistent organic traffic and search tools. Sites in this range offer a balance of domain power and safer backlink profiles. They typically maintain editorial standards that protect the site's long-term health. The premium and authority tiers span from $400 up to $2,000. These are major industry journals and news publications with high search exposure and strict editorial gatekeeping. You cannot purchase an authority placement with a single click. Earning these spots involves pitching unique story angles to specific editors and building a professional relationship over time. At these higher levels, the process moves toward editorial pitching and brand alignment. One major vulnerability in the SEO marketplace is a blind reliance on third-party metrics like domain authority and domain rating. These scores estimate the strength of a site's backlink profile. Sellers can manipulate these scores using spam tactics to justify higher asking prices for low-quality sites. Look at this split-screen data visualization. On the left, a domain authority score is shooting up. On the right, actual organic traffic is completely flat. A high DA score has little value if no humans are visiting the site. Before paying an invoice, run the site through a specific value filter. Check third-party tools to verify the site receives at least 5,000 monthly visitors from the US. Confirm the content relates specifically to your industry, and verify that their social media followers show genuine engagement. This level of vetting creates an operational trade-off. Stringent requirements shrink your pool of available host sites, increasing the time needed to secure each placement. You spend more time on the front end to ensure you are not paying premium prices for a domain with no actual influence. Once you know what to look for, the challenge shifts to the operational method you use to acquire these placements. This decision tree maps the 2 primary sourcing avenues available: marketplaces and direct outreach. Marketplaces provide high speed. These platforms offer a database of pre-vetted inventory, allowing you to filter by metrics and complete a transaction immediately. The downside is the platform markup. You pay a premium for the convenience, and you risk placing your brand on a site that is saturated with sponsored content. Direct outreach targets hidden inventory. By emailing website owners directly, you gain access to high-quality sites that do not publicly advertise paid links. The trade-off is the labor involved. Finding the right contacts and sending personalized pitches consumes a large amount of internal staff hours. If you choose direct outreach, you can often negotiate the fee. Providing your own expert content can reduce the placement cost by $75 to $300. Your sourcing strategy dictates whether you pay for convenience with marketplace cash or pay for quality with internal labor hours. We can now synthesize these trade-offs into a strategy based on your available resources. This flowchart starts with a single question. What is your primary operational constraint? Time or budget? An enterprise with a high budget but limited time follows the top path. This involves outsourcing to a premium SEO agency that manages the higher pricing tiers. Hands-off execution requires a high capital burn. Your internal work shifts to vetting the agency itself to ensure they meet your quality standards. A budget-conscious project follows the bottom path. This strategy focuses on direct outreach to mid-tier sites. You save cash by prospecting targets and writing the content yourself, though your link profile will scale more slowly over time. Regardless of the path, the sticker price of a placement remains an arbitrary number until it is verified by actual traffic data. The goal is a placement that serves as an editorial asset, connecting your site to an existing active reader base.